Hey everyone, how's it going? Yikes here, and we're back in our video. Today's video is going to be on wildrift patch note 2.3c. I know a lot of you guys have been waiting for these. This is going to be pretty exciting. There's a lot of new content in the game as well, so we're going to be going over it. The first thing in this patch is going to be the brand new skins. On July 22nd, we are going to get Battle Academia Ezreal, Battle Professor Graves, Battle Academia Katarina, and Battle Academia Lux. And there's going to be accessories in the game such as emotes and recalls and bubles coming out. The first three the Vayne, the Irelia, and Riven are going to be coming on the 28th, I believe. But seems like that their emotes are going to be coming sooner than we thought. And then we are going to have the emotes for the Battle Academia and the recall for that as well. So this is going to be all coming up, and it's going to be interesting. They're going to be released throughout the patch. So we're going to go over the champion changes. Amumu, again, he got a nerf somehow. I'm not sure why, but I guess he was performing really well in lower elos. But yeah, his base stats are gonna get lower. His armor is gonna go from 35 to 30. It's not too massive, but since Amumu is kind of like a champion that stacks a lot of armor, I guess you could see that being a problem early game. But now his armor is gonna go from 35 to 30, so his early game is gonna be a little weaker against champions that deal a lot of AD. Braum also took a nerf here. As you guys can see, he's passive. There was a bug fix on it. The stun duration at max level, instead of 1.56 is 1.5 now. And his first ability, the percentage HP damage from 5% is 3% now. I actually like this nerf because his Q in lane was actually just broken. He would do a lot of damage to you and you couldn't really do anything about it. So I really like this nerf. And then going over to his third ability, which is Unbreakable, which is the shield he puts up. The duration is going down from 5 seconds to 4 seconds. I actually like this. Braum was actually probably one of the best supports right now in the game. So I'm kind of happy that they are nerfing him down. The next one is going to be Evelyn. Evelyn also took a nerf here. As you guys can see, her passive went from the heal 10% AP per second to 7.5 AP per second. And then her ultimate damage AP ratios against low champions from 250% to 130%. So it's going to be a little harder for her to kind of assassinate people, which is alright so far, I guess. Going to the next nerf is going to be Ezreal. As I kind of predicted, his dash is going to get nerfed. The cooldown on it is going to actually increase in the early game, so it's going to suffer a little bit. So it's going to go from 25 to 22 to 19 to 16 to 28, 24, 20 seconds, and 16 seconds. So his late game is still going to be the same almost, but his early game is going to get ruined a little bit. The next nerf is going to be on Fira. This is not much of a big deal, I believe. It's only about 40 HP. She's going to have her base stat kind of lowered from 610 HP to 570, so that's not a big deal. You're just gonna need to pick up some more health items, I guess, to kind of try to make up for that. But yeah, the next nerf is going to be on Janna. The movement speed bonus, while the ability is on cooldown, and the second ability is gonna go from which was 6, 9, 12, 15% to 6, 8, 10%, and 12%. So this is actually massive. She's not going to be able to roam as much. And I think it's because of the rune changes that are coming. Pathfinder is going to get a bonus, a little bit of more movement speed. So I think they're lowering that down so you cannot stack it with Pathfinder and just like be a god and go across the map. LEONA is going to get another buff, which is pretty insane, to be honest. I think they're pretty much trying so hard to make her like PC and make it meta. Her passive Sunlight, the base damage is going to go from 33 to 145, which was the last one. It's going to be 34 to 160 now. So that's pretty insane. That's going to be a lot of damage. It's like 15 bonus in the late game. And then her second ability, Eclipse, the armor and the bonus, they're all going to change. The bonus actually is going to be same. It's going to be the 20% bonus armor, but her early game is going to be much stronger on that. It's going to be 35, 50, 65, and 80 armor. And the magic resist that she's going to get is going to be 35, 50, 65, 80. That is nutty. She's going to be super tanky, especially if you build Gargoyle on her, the boots. So the active item is going to be pretty insane with Gargoyle. Whenever she engages, she's going to be super tanky. She's definitely going to become meta. She's kind of like an Alistar whenever she pops her. It's like an Alistar ultimate whenever she uses her second ability. The next buff we are going to get is going to be on Rakan. This was kind of questionable for me since Rakan is probably one of the best 5v5 supports right now. A lot of the teams prioritize Xayah and Rakan when they're actually in like pro matches. But yeah, his Gleaming Coil Basically the range, I knew this ability was the only one getting buffed, to be honest, because like everything else on his kit is pretty broken. So the range for it, instead of 6, 7, 8, 9, is going to be 7, 8, 9, 10. So he's gonna have a lot of easier time landing his first ability. Okay, so the next change is going to be Sona. She's actually going to get nerfed. The mana cost on her third ability is going to go from 65 to 80, and there's going to be a bug fix. Now it's going to correctly display the 3% AP ratio in her toolkit. So again, Sona actually needs a lot of mana. I'm not sure if this is a good change or not, but yeah, it's a pretty big nerf in my opinion, since she actually consumes a lot of mana on her skill usage. There's a lot of item changes going on. Bramble Vest is actually getting changed. As you guys can see, the Thorns damage, it was 3 plus 10% bonus armor. Now it's 3 plus 8% bonus armor. So this change is going to be a little different. And then Thornmail here, the cost is actually increased. So once you guys combine it from 900, it's going to be 1,000 gold, and the total cost is going to be 100 more. So that's pretty simple. Frozen Heart is going to get a pretty good buff. The attack speed reduction aura is going to be 15% to 20%. And the last change is going to be the Rune Pathfinder, which I talked about around the Janna changes that's coming out. The movement speed is going to increase from 8% to 9%, which is pretty good. Now this item is going to be, or this rune is going to be able to compete against Mastermind, which is their goal. So this is pretty good, such as like on champions like Lee Sin and Vi. It's going to be pretty nice to have that. Anyways, that's basically everything about patch 2.3c. Let me know what you guys are excited about. Do you guys think these changes are good or not? I think the Braum nerf and probably Braum nerf is probably the best nerf in this patch, and also the Leona buff is crazy, so I cannot wait to see her actually in the game. There's going to be a lot of people probably playing her, and I'm really excited for the Battle Academia skins, so we're going to be testing those on his channel. If you guys want to stay tuned and see those skins and the gameplay in the next few days, make sure to come by and come back, and I'll see you guys the next time. And much love, everybody.